Yes. So I was on the Christian Post a couple of days ago, and the Christian Post was talking about a California church, a PCA church in California. We'll do it later. They stirred debate for a racially segregated dinner, a dividing, they called it a dividing wall. Okay, let's talk about a little bit about this. Let me go here for just a second. Uh, Somebody put the membership link in there. It is. Christine has already done it. Um, they did a dinner. It says a conservative Presbyterian church in California has stirred debate in recent days, hosting a dinner last week that was openly only to Black worshipers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, isn't it very interesting that these conservative churches and all of these evangelical churches in America are now trying to reach out to African Americans and appeal to African Americans. So much so that they did in their Black History celebration that they did at the White House a couple of days ago. They actually had a cardboard cutout with Jamal Bryant, and we're going to deal with that in just a second. But understand this: they only did it to Black worshipers. Do you guys think that they were only trying to appeal to Black worshipers for any particular reason? I kind of feel like they were. Now, listen at how they're going to word this. They said the Resurrection Oakland Church, a church in Oakland that is a part of the Presbyterian Church in America, commemorated Black History Month last Friday by inviting the Reverend Erwin Innes to address a Black fellowship dinner, an evening with our special speaker for our Black worshipers at Rest Oak and their families. Connect and with and encourage one another as we cap off our long celebration of Black History Month with rich fellowship. Do you guys think it's a good idea? Um, do you all think that it is a good idea for a church to just simply invite their Black members to come and have what they're calling a Black dinner? What the hell is a Black dinner? I don't know what is a Black dinner. And they're only inviting those individuals. Now, to me, that's very problematic. And the reason why it's problematic, ladies and gentlemen, is because first of all, the folks that need the Black history 9 times out of 10 are your white congregants. It's the folks that are in the congregation that are non-melanated that most certainly will need to learn about Black history. Okay. And I don't, me personally, if I went to a church where they only served me and the rest of the congregation was told that they could not attend the dinner, it would make me absolutely nervous, first of all, because I wouldn't know if you brought us all into one place, into one space, trying to get rid of us, and you were going to invite one of your crazy folks to come in and shoot us. I would be very nervous about being located in a room full of nothing but African Americans, and you're calling it a Black dinner. I would be somewhat, I would have issues with that. That's just me personally. I can't speak for the rest of y'all. So Rest Oak held another Black History Month event Saturday that was open to all races, during which they delivered a lecture on race, justice, and theology. Now, don't get me wrong. I do believe that it is time for the Christian church and Christian people to actually start addressing some real issues and dealing with those issues. Part of the problem that we have in the institutional church is that these people will not deal with real issues, and they will not deal with the racial issues of our day. And that's part of the problem. And only when Christian people stand up and actually speak out do we actually have forward movement in this country as it relates to race. We don't have forward movement as it relates to race in this country until these individuals speak up and they actually do what they need to do. Okay. All right. So that's that. So that's one of the stories that we was looking at, Mary. Uh, yeah, and I think you're right. They're gonna apply that to every sort of stereotype that they possibly can. But I'm like Christine Parks. I would not attend. I would not be there. You would not find me there under any sort of circumstances. You would not find me there. Oh, and by the way, I meant to tell you guys, I forgot to tell you, I'm going to be doing a series of videos entitled Conversations with Stewie. Uh, So y'all get ready for my conversation series with Stewie, because everything that they think that they're gonna use, we just gonna turn it around and it'll work for our good. Amen. Bless the name of the risen King. All right, let's move on. Jamal Bryant. Now, Jamal Bryant actually, as I said, had to. Lord, poor Jamal. Jamal's catching it on every end. All right, let's talk about Pastor Jamal Bryant. Jamal Bryant is catching it, you guys, on every end. I guess because they did a White House um, they had a White House Black History Month event. Jamal Bryant, a lot of those people that were in there actually brought in some sticks and had Jamal Bryant's face on these sticks. Now, many of you know that Jamal Bryant has been out here in as a leader in a lot of the stuff that's been going on as it relates to African Americans and the removal of DEI from a lot of these corporations, including Amazon, Walmart, as well as Target. And so Jamal Bryant has had to call out these individuals, and Jamal Bryant calls blacks who celebrated at the White House runaway slaves and coons. I have to tell you that I am tremendously going to help Jamal in some of this. And I think that it's good that all of us would do that, because we definitely need to be supporting Jamal as it relates to that. All right. So this is the story. Mega church pastor Jamal called a group of black supporters of President Trump runaway slaves. And some of these Negroes that are out here, supporting pedophiles and sexual assault, tier 3 sex offenders. Some of them are runaway slaves as well. You know why they're runaway slaves and coons? Because they don't know how to stand up on their own 2 feet. I did say stand up. Did I say stand up? I did say stand up. Call doctor now. Because if you cannot stand up on your own spiritual 2 feet, and as a man, and you gotta pull your chair up to the tit of another content creator because you need another content creator in order for you to stand and make it, I don't know what you think you're going to do. I don't know how you think you're going to survive, because while the rest of us are talking about subject matters like this, you're concentrating on us. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, let's move on here. It says Donald Trump, he called Jamal Bryant called them coons and runaway slaves. And I know one thing: if I had to run away, I could run away. Could do it. Could just get right on the pavement and take off. Not everybody can do that. I don't know why. It says here, and as they continue to mock him at this event. In the clip from his sermon on Sunday, he stated in there, and he highlighted a video from the reception, which first appeared on the X profile of a prominent black Trump supporters podcast, and his name was David Harris Jr. And the video has been shared on X, and of course, once they start sharing all of this stuff, they just love it. Now, here is what they did, ladies and gentlemen. This is a cardboard cutout of Jamal Bryant's face. So all of these other little Negroes here, put this stuff out, and they had Jamal Bryant's head up on a stick. Now, of course, nobody asks, the question of how they got this stick into the White House, which means they had to sort of lax the protocol in order for these people to come in here with this kind of material. But they allowed these black folks to come in here, which says to me that Jamal Bryant might be public enemy number one with the Trump administration. And so we need to be very, very careful, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to Jamal Bryant and how we deal with Jamal Bryant. And even though I've not been a great big supporter of Jamal, or we might have to, undergird Jamal, because they do, CC, they want that smoke. They want that smoke. They want that smoke. And what's going to end up happening is they're going to see how black people across this country support these black preachers and our black leaders. And he's not I don't consider with Jamal a black leader per se, but I do consider him a prominent voice amongst black culture. And so, yeah, they want that smoke, and they're definitely going to get that smoke. That's for sure. And if you got you a membership, I don't know, because I've been running off at my mouth. But shout out to all of you that have joined and got your membership. If you did join, I don't know if I don't know if it's come up on the screen or not. As a matter of fact, I probably will end up getting y'all another link here in a little bit so that y'all can do so, because I don't know if those folks were able to get what they needed to get. All right, but this is the stuff that came out on Jamal. I want y'all to understand something. I'm not surprised, nor am I moved by these people's inability to understand. We are in what I consider the blackout of America. Joy Reid, from what I understand, I think Al Sharpton got taken off of MSNBC. He wasn't even there with Morning Joe with Mika and Joe Scarborough this morning. I noticed that. They're just taking away as many black voices as they possibly can. This is what I call the blackout of America. They are trying to remove every prominent African American voice that they possibly can. That is their goal. That is their focus. And that's what they're trying to do. Okay. So we need to be aware of that. And we need to, hey, AT2, by the way, I'm glad you're here, AT2. I've been in your bushes. I'm gonna come and over support you some more. And I think I left some comments on a couple of your videos. You did a story about Joy Reid, and if you stick around, AT2, you might be able to come up and talk to me a little bit about it. AT2 did a good video over there where he showed Joy Reid's the ratings from all of these guys. Everybody over there at MSNBC's ratings was suffering except one dude, right? So if they're using the excuse that, oh, the reason why they had to let Joy go was because of ratings, everybody ratings over there suck. And the reason why everybody ratings suck is because we don't get our news from these talking heads really anymore. And the reason why we don't get our news from these people anymore, because they cannot be trusted. They're like Mika and Joe Scarborough. They can be bought off. And a lot of us just are not supporting that traditional media anymore. They need to understand that. I don't watch I only rolled over and watched Mika and Joe this morning because I was awake at 3 something in the morning on the West Coast. So I was like, okay, let me just watch them, right? I'm telling you all right now, legacy media, what they refer to as legacy media, is suffering, and it's going to continue to suffer. What they need to be doing, and I hate to get these people any hints because they don't pay me. What they need to be doing is linking up with HBO Max and Netflix and putting the news on HBO and Netflix and getting off of these major networks. And these people just need to start merging, because a lot of us aren't even watching cable like that. I don't even watch this stuff no more. So television is going to have a very tough time, and they're going to definitely have to change their budgets on how they work. But getting in a room and putting Jamal Bryant's head on a stick, and the black people are doing it, and you think this is okay, it's not okay. And Donald Trump proves to me again with stuff like this that he cares nothing about the African American community. Now look around this room. If you look around these room at these Negroes that are here and they're doing all of this cheesing and smiling, these are not the kind of Negroes that are going to let me not say that publicly. I get myself in trouble. Let me take that off the screen. AT2, you did a great job on that video, by the way. So shout out to AT2. He's another content creator, you guys. So great job on that video, sir. All right, let me get this off my screen. But this is what they did to Jamal Bryant. We are still in the midst of a 40-day boycott of Target, ladies and gentlemen. And Bishop Ellis, I know Bishop Ellis is dumb over there in Detroit. Bishop Ellis is gonna sit up and go to Target, telling me he ain't gonna do nothing but buy black. And while they buying black, they supporting Target. And it's just a crazy, crazy situation. But that's what kind of happened with Pastor Jamal Bryant. That's my commentary on that, ladies and gentlemen. The only thing that I will say to that is we got a lot of coons on YouTube, and we got a lot of coons off of YouTube. And to tell you the truth, most of these coons is, just pretty much crazy if you ask me. But that's what's been going on.
We are Mad Church Disease, helping you understand that Jesus plus nothing is everything. This is a show for everyone, believers and non-believers, from churched to the unchurched. Help us grow the channel by supporting our non-profit causes and create more consistent content. Donate by Cash App or PayPal, or buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com.